So I've got persecution letters in the past, right? And can you see the date of this? It says 29th of December 2023, help end the war crimes in Gaza. I was talking about being raped. Look, I want to tell you how I'm traveling as a person. 2 years ago, I was very professional how I talked, and I had a soft heart, and my nose was still without lead poisoning and bashed in. Since, in this case of 2 years, when I've been asking for humanitarian aid and worldwide help with asylum, they went on a worldwide extreme torture to make sure they were world class and made me a joke to have me held hostage here. And I want to talk about historical abuse, because I've got here, I've been mobbing, mass mobbing, mass bullying online. It's workplace bullying. I've put that up. And human dignity violations, torture, rape, social exclusion, bonded labour. This is the first time I got poisoned. And that's me healing. It starts peeling all your stuff off. In that time, like a couple of years ago, it looked really good, and it's very horrible. These are all my art that India has been stealing from me. This was 2 years ago that I was creating this artist group, and they stole all of the things that I was creating. I'm about being a mother, and so they went on this mission to outcast me being a mother. Many things that they've copied from me. Look, I've taken a lot of photos of these butterflies in my house. So why was I not good enough to be supported back then when I was abused? They denied me the right to have social rights back then, and I had the same intellectual status, and now suddenly I'm a Maori. So there's got to be some sort of corruption that's going on here. This is my soul work. I've been a gentle person in my past and just wanted to teach other people the spiritual side of life, and I've talked to other people about the real miracles in the world that I've had. And anything I talk about, these women overpower me with the media and destroy me being able to speak about my own languages in society. They want to create a world of light based on what has happened in my life. But this is me without makeup. Look how much my face has changed. Even there's videos of me and my face is quite big in Australia, and it's been beaten up because there's me being sick with lead poisoning, and my face goes really, really small. So something really did happen to me, and there's all these videos about me asking for humanitarian rights, and I'm asking why, and I didn't get dignity after that act of violence that happened to me. And this definitely shows that these people are hacking into all of my support systems called No Name. So they're basically bankrupting me, and it's not a fair situation. You know, I should have the same rights as everybody else. Oh, what happened to that? Yeah, I had these humanitarian, it's just crazy. It's just in 2 years, they've got me into the rubbish bin and have denied me the same rights as everybody else. I can't even find the amnesty letter now. Where did that go? Is it right at the start? So I've been writing here. Nobody helps me. Instead of giving me, they destroyed my life and said I'm not good enough to do the job. But shouldn't I, somebody that's experienced all the torture and pain, be the experienced person to do the job? They're not letting me do United Nations, and I want to say, why is India taking over every position that I go for? Everything, like this is my garden I was doing, and now they're all doing gardens, right? It's like, this is the things that made me happy in life, and this is years ago. Like, sorry? Okay.
I saw you pissing in the bucket at the lodge. No.
So I went on this mission trying to find out where this bucket of piss is, and they won't give it to me, and I got all these diary entries of not being helped, and they were telling me this is what they were doing to me, making me fat and skinny. But I got abused. Like, somebody did something to my stomach and made me get fat. I got hacked I've been hacked by Teddy in my Pinterest, and this is his teddy bears, see? Saint Honor, because he wanted to take away my honor of being a loved person, and he's been advertising girls that he's remaking Kiki to be some fashion girl and Reuben all on my page. That was my own Pinterest page that they'd hacked into and put me on a Fleabag thing and just destroyed my life. See, they've made her cat. She is harassing and hacking me. I'm not making it up. Like Teddy is, and making me trash bin ring. And he's just, in that case, they killed all of my friendships, and that's why I'm asking for information about it. It's like, here in Australia, I already started losing respect in the public due to anti-Semitism. That's where I was protesting for my rights. And I said, I've already done 15 years of compassionate, nurturing service, and I'm being killed as a racist, and people are just insulting me left, right, and centre. This shows I've been hacked. Can you see the piggybacking on my phone? There's 3 phones on my device, and it's not me. This says I've got a great character. I've got a few references like this, and it doesn't matter what happened. They just went on this pyramid of hatred towards me, and I'm dying because they're keeping me underground, and I was innocent. And they're saying I made an email, Jenny died for her name, and it's been hacked by Harley Davidson, which is Kayla and Poppy. So I've got both girls taking over my life. And so she basically went on a mission of putting me on a ship of a toilet, saying I was the It X. And they just went on this mission destroying my life after I just sat there doing all this beautiful goddess artwork. And they've stopped me having any investigation. They've just silenced me, basically. The 3 toxic girls, they've silenced me because they want to get into the high table. I think it's 2 blondes and Ruth. They just silenced me with apartheid of a table, and they're not giving me the credit that I deserve. They're making out that I'm cold, and I'm not. I already died 2023 to all of my friends and family. That's why I don't want to be in this country. But they've brought me back here, and they're trapping me in a country I don't deserve. This was in 2024. And I'm talking about war crimes to Amnesty. They've banned me from Amnesty. They've banned me from humanitarian rights, and it's my identity. And that's what a genocide is. It's classifying me as a Maori that's got a trash mind. This redhead just went on that I've got a trash mind, and I don't. That's her crime. And I was sending people that because I was so hopeless. I was like, the greatest test of humanity we're going to face is that those who are at mercy. Nobody gives me mercy in all these years, and I've just had ongoing punishment. They've tortured my anus and genitals, and I still don't have mercy. Like, they still think because I'm ugly I don't get mercy. Like, they've ruined my face, and instead of any sympathy, I'm being abused, saying that it's my fault that I'm ugly. And this criminal's just going around, and that's why I beg for mercy to die. Because he's just slaughtering me piece by piece, and he won't let me have the honour that I worked for. This is the drama triangle. She keeps making out this is drama, but I've got nobody. This is a homicide. You can't leave people alone when they're really disabled. Persecutor, I am better than you. You're a discount. I blame you. I put you down. That's persecutor. Rescuer, you aren't good enough to help yourself. I know better than you. You need me. You can't do it. The victim, I can't. I am no good. You're better than me. Self-pity. Poor me. I have no idea. So they just went, they don't want to stop this whole drama triangle. They just want to keep me victimized. What does a victim need? She needs an intervention, but they won't give it to me at all. And this is what I look like before the war crime. This is exactly what I look like, my eyes and everything, and I'm not allowed my rights to any caring. Standing up for yourself doesn't make you argumentative. Sharing your feelings doesn't make you oversensitive. And saying no doesn't make you uncaring or selfish. If someone won't respect your feelings, needs or boundaries, the problem isn't you, it's them. They won't stop filming me illegally. Am I being treated fairly at work? But feeling unfairly treated, including unequal pay where women are paid less than males for doing the same job, and bullying at work is made intolerable and pressure is put on them to resign, is discrimination. That's what they've done to me. They just keep making me feel ugly. They keep making me feel like I'm less than. They keep abusing my body. They're torturing my genitals. And I'm saying there's something wrong with the world if there's no humanitarian rights for me. The difference between rights and needs. Rights refers to basic rights that are meant to be guaranteed by the government and the citizens. Needs, on the other hand, refers to requirement of human beings to survive and enjoy their life. I'm not enjoying my life because of the abuse and the persecution, and everybody's on the side of the oppressor, and I shouldn't be put down for wanting to be treated well in this life. I got a death sentence for speaking out about the injustice of the practices of the government and the predatory behaviour of the government. This is what my image was like before I got abused. I just always wore jeans and a really long cardigan, and I really had beautiful hair. And they won't let me, and I really was bohemian and loved being out in nature. And you know, I always have these kind of, you know, I love doing simplistic things that were beautiful, and they won't help me. Every time I'm trying to make a solution, there's none. Info to help with genocide. They're taking over all of my information. I demand you give me the toilet. I demand that you give me the comparisons to me and the woman. Human trafficking is driven by supply and demand. Lack of protection, poverty, lack of access to employment, education, discrimination of minorities, and cultural practices are all factors that make children and adults exploited. Well, I want to be free. And everything that I've created, they just keep. This is what my artwork was about. I did a lot of this and a lot of inspiring quotes, this kind of artwork of the landscapes. This is mine. This is what I worked for in my past, and they're taking it over. It's mine, and I put all these beautiful messages next to it. This is a woman that's gone through something similar than me. And they're all just calling me a dog. They won't let me connect emotionally. They won't let me talk to anybody intellectually. It's persecution. The victims are persecuted because of religion. Death lists are drawn up. People sometimes segregated into ghettos. So I'm on level 0, so they're just going to kill me. For what reason? They put me on a timer, but it's like, why did they make all the girls look like that And why is all of my letters about having a facelift and going to work, and they won't let me. They just won't let me go to work, and instead, this is what they did to me. They made a book blacklisting me. I'm a flea bag and an asshole. Gender-based violence, harmful practices, genital mutilation and cutting, child marriage, traditional marks, negative effects on the well-being of people connected to their culture, traditions. You know, the police have a lot to answer for these buses, It's very abusive what they're doing, keeping me bullied as a pumpkin. This is the kind of photography I was into. And that's what I was doing. I've got the same skills, but they won't let me be skilled in this life. Like, they're stopping me going to work. So India took over the star shining bright for everything that I've worked for in my life, and it's mine. It's Power, Abuse, Control, and Domestic Abuse by Jessica. She has done this. She has been harassing all my phones, and she has also been harassing... Yeah, she harasses me and made everybody the hills, but I've got the same amount of skills as these people. I'm just being persecuted. I've got the same skills. And I had the same bubbly nature. I've just been abused for too long. And my life is like this. Art, cozy, fun, happy, warm, but they won't let me have any warmth. Art that I did the corn kids, because those kids are taking over my life, the police, and stealing things that I'm working on. I've always had angel cards at my house, and that's about my heart being puppeted by the church. It was about eating no meat. I was eating vegetarian meals. It's all vegetarian patty and recipes on this page. And I was drawing a lot of things like this. And I'm not allowed to. They're making out that I'm not allowed to have the same beautiful life as everybody else. But they copied me first. This is exactly what I was doing in Australia. This kind of artwork. And they won't let me be happy. They're banning me. I'm tired of just being abused, and I'm not allowed to be out in the public eye there. You know, what about being a survivor? Survivor, community, society. I don't have that backup. They're banning me, which is a form of torture. It's inhumane. India is creating a national dish, but it's my recipe. Torture is inhumane. Commonwealth of Human Rights. Why should the UN Convention Against Torture be called up? Psychological torture can be more damaging and cause more severe, long-lasting damage than the pain of physical torture. It is. They've psychologically degraded me as ugly for so long and tortured my face and body so that it's ruined, and emotionally manipulated me and tortured my genitals till they're completely ruined, and they go around in every city calling me Pippi, big fat Pippi. This is fascism, where you're blamed for everything, basically. So this is the kind of person I was, and this is my channels that I like watching, and I'm not allowed these channels. I'm actually being kept like I'm hard, cold, and abusive. That's from John, and it's like, These are my... I really was really standing up for myself, and they're just silencing me by the masses. Why are the cops not deemed as murderers in this country on the train and in Egypt? You know, nobody should be subject to torture. There should be diversity, not Russia going and buying absolutely all the resources and Iran and banning me from having any representation or further support. I have a right to live my life without persecution, and for you to call me bored when I wasn't. I was doing art all the time, and I was happy. Like, I love art, and they won't let me do it. Instead, they've made an army of artists to stop me being seen in society. They're stopping me living the beautiful life of my dreams, and they're taking it all from my... Definitely, they're taking it from my my phones. So America went and made everybody a fine artist. Because I was doing art, they wanted to be the best and basically made everybody a fine artist and have destroyed my right. This is spirit giving me a heart. That's water. And it hasn't, the water isn't going into the heart. They've stopped all of my artwork. And that's me learning techniques of the tree. I don't know why they copy what I'm doing in my life. United Nations. I was reading and studying this. Everyone has the right to take part in government of this country directly or through freely chosen representatives. Everyone has the right to equal access to public service in this country. No, they don't. Not me. I'm treated like a leper. And not only that, this is the kind of thing that's the style of my photography. And they've taken this away from me. They've taken away fine arts from me. This is my house in Australia. Is it dirty? There's actually a lot of plants down the other end. They're not letting me thrive in society at all. They keep taking over the arts that I'm doing. Anything that I'm doing, they take over it. All of my spirituality, they're running the power of it. All of my family love, they've taken the power over that. Everything that I love, they've taken. You know, it's not a fair situation. I'm a very gentle person, and they're trying to... Like, I can't even find these channels of spirituality that I like to watch. They're taking away my right to be part of my own spirituality because this man is trying to take away my right to be a divine feminine, calling me a man. First they erased our name. He's stopping me being a divine feminine. Everything in this phone shows all the femininity that I've done. So this is what Kayla looked like. And now she looks like Paris Hilton. Why did he not let me have my makeover? You know, that's what I don't get. They stopped me having my makeover. And this is what I took a photo of because they keep me ugly. No matter what I do, I feel caged. It's like they won't let me progress in any way. It's a crime. You need to let people go to work. You can't... There needs to be some sort of reason why I'm not allowed to go to work. I need answers why America's been doing this to me. I was doing a lot of artwork and they keep taking any credit. They don't want me to shine at all. And this shows that... This shows that the warrior girls are stealing my art and following me in Australia. It's got 4 hearts there, and so that was crime gangs taking away my right to have my heart and education in the road. And it's got Kim, Kiki, John, and whoever N is. So that shows these people follow me. This is 2024. This is Puma taking away my heart. So she took the stage of what I was doing in my life, and it's not a fair situation. In this phone, it actually says that Shady is in my phone. This says I'm not getting housing about 2 years ago. And so since then, they've filled up a book outcasting me, and they keep blaming me. What date is this? Why should I be kicked out of Australia? Like, that's 2024. If I did that 2024, why did Australia push me on the ground that I'm trash? They copy everything that I'm creating in my life and stop me being shining in anything that I do. This is part of a recipe book that I started making. They're taking away my right to sing, they're taking away my right to have friends, to have asylum, and I feel like this is abuse. I feel like I have a right to international community. I've got structural oppression here. It shows land grabs, which has happened with China. Inheritance, they've stolen away my emotional connection and loving, emotional, sentimental ties, my career to do with children, opening these small businesses with children and food and creativity, discrimination, streets, land, citizenship. They're taking away my citizenship now. They're taking away worship. They're taking away education. They've been police profiling me as a colorism woman, and I'm saying I didn't have a right to a fair trial. This is my painting of art of them. See how it's in the sun and she's killing her heart? It's everything to do with me was native, and they're trying to take it away from me and my spiritual journey. Can you see it? I had a beautiful spiritual journey, and they won't give it back to me. Like, this is one of the ladies that we always worship, Kuan Yin. She's the lady of compassion, and I've just been persecuted from this whole group to be hated, and I want to know why. I'm not allowed the same treatment as other people. You know, I'm not. These are the kind of things that they keep copying what I do and then making out that I'm trash and hateful and angry, and it's really abusive. I want to know why they're copying my style, because this is years ago I did this, and I've been... Look, this is me doing cards. The roses that I felt persecuted about my career. They're not giving me the same right to live, and I want to know why they don't get discrimination charges. You know, and here's me making...
Sorry, I stopped recording.
No, you're right.
Yep.
Okay, so you wanna take it.
That's me making
Take it
beanies. This is our animal totem, me and my mum. These are very good fortune in our country today. There's one with broken legs in my home, which shows that they're breaking my legs so I can't move forward in my life. And I'm telling you that these things come to me as little signs, like the butterflies, and they have taken over my customs as their light as well. And it's my light. It's the things that I am connected to. And this J-Lo is trying to stop me having a future. And all lives should matter. Not just hers. It shouldn't be like the police doing all of this. It's very abusive, like what this Jessica has done to me. She's destroying my right to be included. She's trying to stop. You know, I had a mindset. I had such a good routine. I went to work every day. I wanted a 6-hour-a-day working week. I did small jobs, and she's copied my life. I had a small nannying business. I put time and energy into helping other people and cooking for them, and then I did my dreams of my photography, and they're stopping my dream life from happening, basically. And then this is me protesting about my past poison. Can you see it? I've been poisoned again, though. They have taken over all of my dreams. This is me in Australia protesting, and they silence me in a woke culture, and now they're silencing me here. They're not even letting me be free. Why should I have to keep doing this? This is to do with Poppy. We can fund a war, but you can't feed the poor. She won't let me be free to be happy, but she loves copying the things that make me shiny and things that made me different in this life. You know, she just silenced me as an old lady day in, day out on this app, like saying day in, day out that I'm old. This is one of my photography pieces in my past. They don't let me have my own quality of life. I want her to dismantle the Riker crime, these rings. You know, this is Kylie's room. She's allowed to move forward in her life, and her room is absolutely disgusting, but I'm not. And she only worked 5 hours a week, and I was working 30 hours, and I'm still not allowed to go to work. She still persecutes me, and she still stops me doing my art and shining for the things that I was unique about. She stopped me making jewelry. She stopped, this is my fudge menu. Can you see it? A fight to liberate human rights. Please look at our fundraiser, homemade chocolate fudge and nuts, brownie bites in a bag, biggest candles, vanilla rose, heart and sandalwood rose, tea lights. Please support us on Valentine's Day. But I do these things on my own, and these billionaire girls that are so spoilt come and abuse me and take over what I want to do in my life. And I want to know why Italy's doing that. What makes Kiki and Poppy so special? I'm allowed to get murdered out of every position. She's already got enough money. Why can't she let me go? Like, why does she need to be an artist? That's what I don't get. Like, this is Kylie's room. See that mold? Did you see my room? It was clean. I don't have a room with all this stuff in it. My room doesn't have dirty dishes and stuff in it. My room just gets messy if I'm trying to organise my things into, like, a system. And then they've murdered me on the train that I'm a toilet queen. They've stopped all this. I want to know what's going to stop this order, because it's not a fair order. It's never been. This shows suspicious devices in my house. They tried to break me and make me look like I'm a liar to everybody. Ralph said there's a bunch of guys saying I was a liar to everybody. Audio, video impersonation, driverless vehicles as weapons, tailored phishing, disrupting, AI-controlled systems, large-scale blackmail, AI-authored fake news. What are AI crimes that are enabled of high concern? This is an ongoing crime of fraud used with AI, and I'm not allowed a future. And do you know what I don't like about your Riker crime of Poppy is that any witnesses, she goes and interferes with all of my witnesses. It's not a democracy, it's a tyranny. She's taking over anything. She won't let me talk. It's an absolute crime of passion to not let me. Like, she definitely was not a good-looking girl, and then she is super, super hot now. And that's what they're doing. He won't let me be beautiful at all. He's making sure everybody's better than me. Cease fire now. Stop filming me.